Hi everyone, Dearly Crafted here. So the last time we talked in part one, I had been spreading the glue on the fabric on this balloon. And this is to make the Easter egg diorama. And this color challenge, once again, color craft challenge, is utilizing only items that we had in our craft stash. I did not have paint for that to do the regular paper mache, so I had to go with the fabric option, just to let you know. But I have seen fabric projects like this done as well. So anyway, so I got all the glue on, and what I ended up having to do was trim off some of the extra fabric that is around the top and the bottom, because I made sure I made it big enough for me to push the fabric around the top and bottom, and then I had to cut a circle of fabric to just make it a smoother topper. And I could have made this flatter, but since I'm planning on trying to put a bow up there, I thought it'd be okay for it to have a little bit extra bump. So let's see. Yeah, I do have my bow over here. So this is completely dry, and hopefully when I cut into it, it won't be a big fail. In the meantime, what I did was I drew a chalk. I used chalk instead of pen to draw the outline of where I'm going to try to be cutting, and I'm going to be using this utility knife, this retractable utility knife, and hoping the best with that. But for people that don't want to deal with the fabric, because this was more difficult than trying to just do the scraps of paper mache, having the second set of hands is really helpful if you can get somebody to help you out. So, all right, so let's cross our fingers, hope for the best as far as when I go to cut into this thing, because if not, I'll have to start over and figure something out. So wish me luck. All right. So I'm not going to cut right on the circle to begin with. I am going to try to avoid erasing my marks in any way when I cut into this. So here we go. Sorry if there's a loud pop. I hear the balloon retracting in there. So, all right, just make a little bit more of a hole. And it is collapsing a little bit of the fabric, but hopefully that I put enough glue on that this will still work. And once again, I do apologize if the video quality is not all that great. I am recording as a live because our upload challenges. I'm recording as a private live because of our recording challenges here at the house. So I don't have pause. Otherwise, I'd use the magic of pause to fast forward this. And just got to be really careful with my fingers here, because there is some of the fabric that did fold over, so use safety gloves. Preferably. I didn't think about really needing them for this part, but I guess I could have thought of that. And this is fabric, so it's more pliable than the paper mache would be. Obviously, you see it moving around. But the Mod Podge is considered sealer, so rough edge. That's one piece. Squeaky chair, my apologies. And I am limited on how much ribbon I had in my stash as well, so we'll have to see how that works out with that. And I am glad that I used the chalk, because that way I could erase easily, just brush off if I didn't like the line that I drew for these cuts. Almost feels like a flat soccer ball or a flat basketball. But yeah, I'm going to put a link for the original paper mache style of doing these. And that does require paint. And you use a flour mixture and some kind of glue in it. I can't remember what kind of glue it mentioned to use in it, but okay. I'm just going to really watch my fingers here. And that's the second piece. It does look kind of weird shaped right now. This is a complete experiment. Like I said, unrehearsed. Oops. Cut that. All right. Okay, so as you can see, I coated this heavily. The balloon is coated in dried out glue. And on the original project that I saw with paper mache, you can, they suggest painting the inside as well. But once again, all I have is watercolors. I don't have any acrylics or any other paints like that. I don't have a huge craft stash anymore. So yeah, with the chalk lines, you can just dust those off. And I will have to probably get a better, there's an egg to start your diorama. Okay, so what I did for the interior of the diorama, I know this looks really weird right now, and it is, like I said, pliable. So those of you laughing at me, cool. Have fun with it, right? I'm laughing at myself. When will I learn not to try to be experimental on these videos? My goodness. So what I had done for the interior of the diorama, I'm just going to set this up here for a second, is the balloon weights that you get at Dollar Store or Dollar Tree. I think they still sell the balloon weights that you can buy there. And so I took all the little sparkly stuff off that they had on here and pulled off the topper that they had and the wrapper that they had at the bottom. Once again, this is the balloon weight from the Dollar Tree. And then I took this battery pack of fairy lights, because these fairy lights don't get hot, so I can utilize those. And I kind of just attached like a platform on the wire on the back to kind of hold up the fairy lights and attach some flowers. So basically, just planning on setting those inside of here. And I just got to see if I've got enough space. And with the egg, when you're doing the diorama part, you can utilize. What I had to utilize was I put some nonstick wrap inside of a bowl. And I had to lay it across to dry. And when I was working on putting the glue on, apologies about the wraps there. Like I said, I'm waiting for a picture. Some nice sunshine for a nice picture for you. So with the fairy lights, it's hard to see, but I'll go ahead and it's going to light up. Okay. And it's far enough up there. And if I wanted to, I can pull this entire stem out and cut or break off the stem. So trying to keep you in frame here. So I'll just set that like that. I'll go ahead and trim those on. They're fun. I'll try to get a picture of this like nighttime or something too. But so trying to do that from that angle. There. Okay. So yeah, so like I said, I used quite a bit of Mod Podge to get this to stiffen out, and it's not holding its shape like the paper mache would, but if you want to do that, the link will be down there. I already got that ready for you. So, and then what I'm going to do next is I actually had some unopened preserved Spanish moss. So that I bought a long time ago and was in my floral portion of my craft stash. Ooh. I'm going to show you that. And you can get creative with anything that you put in here. Let's see here. I'll just see if the whole thing will fit. I just pulled it out of the package. Stuff it in there. Okay. Cover the battery pack and all that. You always want to make sure that your whatever you're using is protected and that nothing will spark anything. So just think of it always of safety first. So what I might do is put that battery pack inside of a plastic Ziploc or something along those lines, and just to make sure that none of the moss gets in the battery compartment. Just to let you know. Okay. So kind of arranging that in there. And it keeps falling back, but that's okay. Gives you an idea. Again. And that Spanish moss, it is a little bit messy, so deal with that. Put that right there. So, yeah. Okay. And then what I also did was created my florals a little bit more, and I had some ivy, so I can take and just kind of shape it. I could have put this in before, I guess. Well, no, I guess it is all right to put it in before the battery. And then I've got some ivy back there. And had this, what I did was I took some cardstock and cut it out in the shape of a bunny and just glued some fabric that kind of matched with the blues in this. And what you can do is you can put them, like if you have a child that's making this, you're making this egg for or with, they can, you know, make a little nameplate or have their name put on there. And I also did another side just for a little bit more color and sparkle, so that you can change it around if you want, you know, just whatever you like. But this is a color craft challenge with blue, so I'm going to go ahead and just set the bunny with the blue. right there. Okay. And I probably could have made the hole a little bit bigger for this, but everything's kind of sliding down. Like I said, get creative. And it's one thing that kids like to do. They like to have fun and create things. And once again, I'll try to get a good picture for you at some point so that you can see this with it not having to lean this way. Okay. So it gives you an idea. If you wanted to, you could throw a couple of eggs in there as well. Like these are just little plastic Easter eggs, and they're blue. So all right. So what I would do is take this and set it on a bowl to stay upright, and the balloon weight will help. Oop, there goes the eggs. I will set this on a bowl to have it setting upright because this rounded bottom. And then as far as with this being fabric, this actually will, the light should show through a little bit on the diorama. And see, when it sets on the bowl, it'll open that hole up a little bit more, which is good. So it's probably good. It's like a flat basketball. So yeah, so if you wanted to add, let's just take this off here. And try to sweep up a little bit of this stuff. It just got a little bit of everywhere. I almost forgot about putting on the ribbon. So this is the ribbon I have to put with this. And so I'm just going to set them up right again. And like this top looks really rough, but what we can do is take and just do, this was actually ribbon from, I keep, if there's good fabric or good ribbon or something with like gifts, I keep them. And this was actually, this was with a blanket that we had bought. And so it was such beautiful ribbon that I kept it. And so I can take that and just glue it around the edges if I want. Or I can take and do the topper as a gift. Okay. Or I can just make a ribbon out of it. It has Velcro at the end, so I have to cut out the ends for the Velcro. But let's see here. So, for instance, this piece of ribbon has the Velcro, so I'll just take and having a hard time holding things today. Cut that. Oh, wants to hang out with the bunny rabbit. And then this other side. So that's extra Velcro right there. If I need Velcro for a project or something, that's extra Velcro. I know it's easy enough to buy it, but it's right there. So I'll put that back in my sewing kit. And so with the ribbon, what I'll do is I can just take and I can make a fancier ribbon. I can make a fancier ribbon by taking and Let me just move this a second. This wide ribbon is a lot harder to make ribbons with sometimes, but it does turn out really nice. And I don't think I have enough to do the fancy ribbon, but you just take and loop it around your fingers, create like a barrel around your fingers, and hold it in place. And then twist. Okay. And turn, make the loop. And twist again. And make a loop. And if you want tails on both ends, you would just leave, you would create a barrel further down. That's how I was taught anyway. But like I said, I don't have enough. I don't have enough to do that. So I'm just going to do old school. I'm trying to do this without. Yeah. Trying to do this without looking like a silly. Okay. Once again, this is wider ribbon. Okay. So keep that in mind when you're tying your ribbon. And then you just adjust it to make it look the way you want. And kind of size it up how you want it to look on your Easter egg. Make sure of how you want it to look. And I could have put more flowers on top here or what have you. And so I can just take some, let me cut these, just have a little more, have them a little more tidy. Uh-oh, hope my scissors haven't gotten dull with this project. Yeah, I had dulled my scissors with this. And that creates that. Okay. Trying to keep you in frame here, so. Okay. So just scraps. See how it's got the nice little ribbon look there. Like I said, you could do these every year, or you could make one sturdier and more durable. And I just got some Eileen's tack glue. You can do these every year. You can make them sturdier and more durable to keep throughout the years. Okay, so Easter eggs keep rolling away. So let me see if I can get Ah, goodness. So there's a little diorama. Hopefully you can get a idea of, let's see. There we go. A little better. And once again, you'll set this on a bowl. I keep pushing the wrong side. My goodness. I'm trying to look in the camera here. So it gives you a good idea of what you can do. And so this color craft challenge was really fun. I love that Crayola Pix had that was a fun idea. So if you have a crafty friend that you wanted to challenge and film, something along the lines of something like this to do, it's just kind of fun. And we didn't put any time constraints on each other because, as you know, she has baby on the way, and we were like, let's just make this easy going. No time constraints, no real outline for the challenge, except for trying to use stuff that you have in your current stash, and just see what you can create, spark your creativity and have so much fun. Once again, guys, I will try to get a better picture of this when I can for you. And I hope it inspires you to get creative. How many times am I going to say creative? My goodness. Get creative, have fun, and everybody take care and have a good day. Bye.